Your life needs more spontaneity. And I do not know how to say that word. I always fuck it up, but you know what I mean. What do 90% of movies, action movies, like traditional blockbuster movies, have in common that makes them so interesting and so addicting? I'll tell you right now. There's always a problem, some sort of a unexpected villain or unexpected challenge that comes up that was not planned, that was not expected by the characters. And I think that's what makes it so interesting. It's people living their lives in a normal setting or in a fantastic setting or whatever type of movie you're watching. They're living their normal lives, and then comes something really unexpected, like an earthquake or Doctor Doom or a fucking what came out recently, or they have to go to war in Troy, like in the Odyssey. I think what makes those movies so interesting to watch is the fact that most of the challenges that they face that are presented in the movies are so unexpected. And I think it's the same thing for your life and for mine. I think if we always put ourselves in a setting that's predictable, in a setting that's not changing very much often, I think our lives are going to be hella boring. The best memories I've made in my life have always come from spontaneous decisions. And I'm not saying like go to the bar and get pissed drunk and get in a fight. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying do the things that you like to do if you were 100% free. Because maybe right now you got a job, you go to school, or you're living at your parents' place, whatever. You don't feel 100% free. But let me tell you, this is the freest you'll ever be. Because being free is a mental state. And if you're free up here, you're free to do anything in life. Last year I road tripped across the country with my two best friends, and I made a video on that subject. If you want to watch it, you can go ahead. But I made so many valuable memories that all the gold in the world couldn't buy. But that trip wasn't planned at all. It was we bought a van like 2 weeks before going on the trip, and we didn't even know where we were gonna sleep. We slept on the side of the road with our hammocks and our tents. But it was the best time of my life. And I'm sure you've probably had some sort of experience like that in your life. On a smaller scale, maybe, but still. Maybe you surprised your grandma for her birthday with your cousins at her place. I saw a video like that on TikTok one time. It was beautiful. That was great, man. That made you feel so good. That made you feel so fulfilled. Maybe you got a sick tattoo that you didn't plan on getting. You were drunk one night and you went to get a tattoo with your friends of like a freaking whatever, like a bird. Like a bird. I'm laughing because the cameraman right now has a tattoo of a bird on his hands. But those things are the most unexpected things that you never plan on doing, never plan on happening. But they're the best things. They're the things that bring you the most joy, the most fulfillment. And they're the things that you remember and that you tell people. I'm a firm believer that you should live your life in great part, not only, but in great part, to have stories to tell. Because there's so many people out there in the world that go to school, get a big education, and get a good job. Then they get a apartment in fucking Florida, and that's it. Like, they live a good life. You know, nothing wrong with these people at all. But they don't have any cool stories to tell. And me, on my part, that's one of my biggest fears. Whenever you feel bored or whenever you have some free time, if you can't get yourself up and at it out of bed, just think about in 50 years, 60 years, whatever, 40 years, however old you are, maybe it's 15 years from now for you. Think about yourself in that future and what you would like to have as memories, and then go serve that person. If it's to take a spontaneous trip to Costa Rica, go there. If it's to shave your head completely for cancer, do it. If it's to go shopping and go on a little shopping spree, by all means, do it. Save some money. I think it's really important to plan financially for your future self as well, but be spontaneous and do things that are not common for you. Right now I'm sitting on a rock in the middle of a river, in the St. Lawrence River. That's not very common for me, let me tell you that much. But I bet I'm gonna remember this for a few days, a few weeks at least, and I'll have a cool video to show people, and to show you. And it's the same thing for my trip. I'm going on in 2 weeks. I'm going back to where my father's from, which is a island in the St. Lawrence Gulf. I was gonna stay there for a week only originally, but I decided to stay more, and I don't even know how long yet. I haven't bought my plane ticket back, but I spontaneously decided to stay longer because I love being there, and it's not common for me to be chilling on the beach making videos, or to be with my grandmother, living with her. That's not very common for me, and I'm not saying those things are always super duper fun at first. Sometimes they suck, but it's always fun to tell the story afterwards. So if I could give you one single piece of advice today, it's to be more spontaneous, and try to get out of the routine, because ultimately that's what makes life as an adult seem so fast paced. It's that we always do the same things. If we were doing different things every day, things that excite us, I bet you life would be so much more exciting for us and so much slower. But we get stuck in those patterns of doing the same thing over and over and over again. So be more spontaneous, make good decisions, don't be naive and dumb and spend all your money, but be more spontaneous, please, and go have fun. That's about it.